I'll explain what's happening in Cuba right now, covering the recent protests, the government response, and new laws. As the protests grow larger and more fervent, the voices of the Cuban people are calling for change, demanding basic freedoms and rights that they feel have been stifled for too long. In response to the mounting unrest, the Cuban government has announced a series of new laws designed to curb dissent, leading to further division among the population as opinions about these measures vary widely. The situation escalates as clashes erupt between protesters and law enforcement, resulting in injuries and arrests, prompting urgent calls for international attention and humanitarian assistance. As families watch the turmoil unfold from their homes, many are left to grapple with the uncertainty of what these protests will mean for their futures. While behind closed doors, activists are working tirelessly to organize the next phases of their struggle. Amidst the passionate cries for freedom, the government responds aggressively, deploying military forces to maintain control, causing many activists to fear for their safety and the future of their movement. As the protests continue to capture global attention, the voices of both young and old echo the deep-rooted frustrations of a population yearning for change, and technology plays a crucial role in spreading their message beyond Cuba's borders. In an effort to highlight their plight, protesters hold candlelight vigils across the nation, while international diplomatic discussions intensify as foreign governments contemplate how best to support the Cuban people's quest for freedom. The breaking of chains becomes a powerful symbol throughout the protests, as both local and international media shine a light on the unfolding crisis, amplifying the voices demanding freedom and reform in Cuba. As families are caught in the crossfire of a nation's struggle, emotional stories emerge from the protests, compelling human rights advocates and journalists to call for increased international scrutiny and support for the Cuban people. In a stunning display of solidarity, citizens from all walks of life unite under the same banner of hope and change, while confrontations with law enforcement intensify as the world watches closely. As protests evolve into a poignant plea for peace, the international community becomes increasingly involved, deliberating on how best to respond to the crisis unfolding in Cuba and advocating for the rights of its people. As the standoff between protesters and authorities intensifies, one brave individual stands defiant in a moment that epitomizes the struggle for peace, while the haunting presence of missing persons reminds everyone of the serious consequences these protests entail. In a powerful display of optimism, children engage in creative expressions of hope that resonate with the aspirations of a new generation, while dedicated journalists work relentlessly to capture the reality of the situation, ensuring that the voices of the Cuban people are heard. As night falls, the city is illuminated by the flickering flames of hope, with each candle representing a life and a story, while poignant personal testimonies emerge, revealing the deep emotional scars left by this struggle for freedom. As the sun sets over the horizon, a powerful assembly gathers by the sea, symbolizing hope and unity, while the judicial system faces scrutiny as those arrested for protesting await their fate in a courtroom filled with tension and anticipation. As the spirit of resistance is embodied by the elder generation who have witnessed decades of struggle, online platforms ignite with global reactions, spreading messages of solidarity that resonate far beyond the borders of Cuba. In the heart of the city, arts emerge as a powerful vehicle for storytelling, honoring past heroes while emphasizing the urgency of present issues, as communities come together in remembrance, finding strength in unity amid sorrow. As music fills the air, artists use their voices to unite and inspire the masses, while government officials find themselves under increasing pressure to address the grievances of the people at press briefings filled with challenging inquiries. With unwavering resolve, inspiring leaders emerge from within the crowd, igniting the movement further, while community centers become vital hubs for organizing, reflecting the strength and unity necessary to drive change. In a heartwarming scene, families come together to envision a brighter future, while courageous activists challenge government officials, demanding transparency and justice in a pivotal moment of confrontation. As the night deepens, a moment of prayer emerges among the protesters, symbolizing their hope for peace, while tensions escalate dramatically under the glare of lights, intensifying the standoff between the people and the authorities. In a hopeful initiative, children channel their creativity into expressions of hope for a new Cuba, while behind closed doors, government officials strategize intensely, grappling with the complexities of the deepening crisis.